So this is part 3, or part 1.5 of making paper, Tim's Kitchen. There was a lot of questions, and I thought I'd make one more video to answer some of those questions. First of all, what is the screen? What is the screen made out of? And it's these aluminum extrusions, just cut. These are available at Home Depot. You can take a screenshot of this 3/4 inch by 48 inches, angle 1/16 thickness. It's aluminum. Home Depot, very easy to buy. Just got some cut to length, holes drilled, and then put in these little right angle brackets and hardware. The hardest part about this is the pour and getting all this part set up correctly. This frame fits in the bath, okay, but it's the screen is on the bottom side of the frame, so it actually holds a little bit of water, and I've kind of put the volume of this additional water here as the same volume that's in the blender. So I'm going to make another screen because this screen isn't quite optimized for size. I can make a bigger screen, bigger pieces of paper every time I pour, but getting the amount of water in here and where the screen sits and so on turns out to be the critical step. So I've got just a little bit of water in here, just enough to kind of, when you're pouring it, you can see that the particles, they want to clump, okay? And so you need to get the particles freshly mowed, freshly blended, and then pour them relatively quickly so that they spread out evenly in the mix and then settle down to the bottom of the screen. And then we just pull the screen out. But also I've got a little bit of an enhancement here to siphon this water out and all the water out, so it kind of pulls the settling. It just kind of makes it a little bit faster. So you have to have freshly blended mix in order to pour it. So I've blended up a mix here, but I'm going to have to refresh the blend here for about 15 seconds, and then I'll pour it. Let's see if the camera is right. Yep. So here we go. Hold your ears. Okay, here is the pour. Take the tool out. Once again, I got too much stuff in here. I'm going to start taking more careful notes about how much stuff to use, how much cardboard to use. In this particular cardboard, it doesn't show anything, but I put half a piece of paper, colored paper, in it, in that mix, to see if it added any color to it, because that brown color is pretty boring, but that doesn't seem to be working. Okay, so that's how we let settle and dry. And then there was a question about the siphoning. All it is an empty tube, and you can start the siphon. It's just water. So, and now there's a nice siphon of water going down there. So it's going to drain that out, and then I'll be able to pick it up and dry it off. This project was the result of a lot of experimentation to get the water right, to get the frame right, so on and so on. Here's a bunch of test pieces. One other interesting thing that I tried was you can make molds of stuff out of this. So it could be used like molds. It's not very strong, but you can make it any shape. This is just a mold that I put in a bowl to see what the properties would be like if you used it for making stuff in a mold. These are the other pieces of paper that I've tried. Most of them are too thick. When they're too thin, they end up kind of like this, or like this, or a really thin pour. So these are all the different experiments, field notes, and so on. Also, you can buy the screen material at Home Depot. window screen, normal. Get metal, fiberglass, if you can, metal or fiberglass. I think this is probably metal. No fiberglass. Use metal, not fiberglass. So I think that answers all the questions. Now you can see why two really intelligent people like you appreciate this, because it is making paper. And paper, as you know, throughout history was one of the most precious things. So anyway, talk to you later. Have a good day.